Good evening, everyone. I'm Tim.
And I'm Amy.
And we're coaches and cosplays. And this evening, we're in Ocean City, Maryland for our first ever visit. They actually have 3 amusement parks here. 2 of them are owned by the same, it's the same park, but it's at 2 different locations. So yeah, we're gonna check out first Trimper Rides, which is right behind us. They got 2 roller coasters there. And then from there, we'll be heading to the Jolly Roger amusement parks, and there's one here next to Trimper Rides, and there's another a little bit down. We'll be heading all those today. So I'm excited to give these places a visit. We're gonna see if we can use our chest mounts and our wrist mounts, and if so, we'll take you along for the rides. But yeah, let's go ahead inside Trimper Rides here in Ocean City, Maryland. All right, first up, we're heading onto their big boomerang roller coaster. It's called Tidal Wave. Let's go give it a ride. They even have this neat little entrance sign. We're going out of the station here on Tidal Wave. Our first ride here in Ocean City, Maryland. Rocking the front row. Whee! The top. Here we go. Uh-oh.
It went flat.
Uh-oh. Oh no, we lost that one.
I tried not to angle it.
Here we go. Man, that was fun. And up next is their second coaster here. It's just your standard SBF spinner coaster called Spinning Coaster. Let's go give it a ride. All right, we're on the aptly named Spinning Coaster now. A little bit smaller than the boomerang we just rode. But let's have some fun. Whee! Whoa! Woohoo! Yeah! And we be spinning. We be spinning, guys. All right, let's go. Woohoo! Yeah! Woo! Pretty views of the Atlantic Ocean over there. We be spinning a lot more now.
Yes, we at least it's nice right now.
Oh yeah, the weather's gorgeous now that the sun's not out. And another lap.
Oh, I swear these things are never ending. At least it's not as bad as that one that we did. Oh gosh, where was it?
Columbus.
Yes.
Yeah.
With Gene and Larry.
Yep. No, they've sent us so many times on that one. Oh, we're stopping now.
Alrighty.
Now the slow rocking back and forth while we wait to go to the station. We'll see who lead off. All right, guys, we just got off of both of the Tripper Rides roller coasters here. First, the Tidal Wave, the Boomerang, and second, the spinning coaster. The spinning coaster is just your standard SPF Wild Mouse, or not Wild Mouse, SPF spinning little kids coaster. Nothing to say there. It's just your standard one. Didn't spin too much, just a good amount of spin.
No, definitely more tame of a spin. And
then the Boomerang, though, that Boomerang had some nice force to it. Almost a little bit too much. It was so much that it actually knocked Amy's forward-facing POV back towards the sky a little bit. But it still was fun. I liked it a lot. Not too rough. I mean, some of those boomerangs get really head-bangy. Wasn't too bad, especially because it's got the old trains and it was built almost 40 years ago, running pretty dang good.
Oh yeah.
But that's gonna do it for Tripper Rides, the roller coasters. They do have a haunted house that we're gonna go check to see what the wait time is for it and how much it costs. We might be doing that because I've heard really good things. Then when we're there, we're gonna head right across the street to the pier and start our time doing the Jolly Roger roller coasters. So we'll see you over there. We've made it over to the haunted house. Not too long of a line, it's $8 a person. So we're gonna go give this a ride because we've heard really good things. They even have a whole thing of merchandise just for this haunted house. Got buttons, stickers, shirts, all that stuff. And here comes our coffin.
Do you think you have a ghost of a chance? But even now, I can win the housekeeping master and master. So remember, don't be afraid. Be very afraid.
Oh, look at the skeletons over there. Uh-oh, we're in an upside down room now. Oh boy. Uh-oh. That does not look pretty. Oh! I did not know there was live actors in here. There is. I just got touched. If you're reading this, it's too late. Oh no, zombies! Tilting back and forth now. Now we're outside up top. Oh boy. Railroad crossing, oh no. Uh-oh, there's a guy with a knife. Oh no. Please don't hurt us. We just rode the haunted house attraction, also owned by Trimper Rides, the people that we just rode the 2 coasters of. It was $8 per person, but what did you think?
Oh, it's worth the $8. It is so worth the $8. The theming, the animatronics, everything was phenomenal, top tier. It looks like a haunted house at like Disney and Universal level.
Yeah, and we had no idea that there are scare actors in the ride. I got a jump scare towards the beginning. She got a jump scare in there at some point.
Mine was towards the end. So Tim had the first jump scare, which is when we first found out there were people in there. The second person tapped on the coffin, but it didn't spook me because the situation was, I'm like, okay, one's about to happen. The third one, they're directly in front of you. But after the third one, when we turned that corner, I did not know there was a fourth there. And he came right at me. And I was like, oh, okay.
It was actually the same guy, but he followed our vehicle, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, different mask.
Okay, well,
I different mask.
I didn't see that person then, but still, easily the coolest thing we've done so far. We've only done 3 things. That was so freaking awesome.
I mean, that's worth coming out here alone
If you're coming to Ocean City, do yourself a favor, ride it. It's worth the $8. They said there's a sign up front saying it was built in 1964. And then in '88, because how popular it was, they expanded it to the 2nd story to make it even bigger. And they've been, obviously you can tell they've been caring for that. If it's, 60 years at this point, 60 years old this year, the original one, that's awesome. Seriously, props to them for keeping up with that. I love that thing so much. That was worth coming out to Ocean City by itself.
Oh yeah.
So we have one more roller coaster here on the Pier area, so we're gonna head over there right now. And yeah, we'll see you over there. Just a short walk and we're here at Jolly Roger at the Pier. And they've got one roller coaster, it's over there. So we're gonna go buy ourselves some tickets, but you can actually combo a wristband here with the for the rides at the other Jolly Roger, so we're gonna be doing that. Actually, we looked at it, and because we're only gonna do the 4 coasters, it's actually cheaper just to get a silver passport, so we're gonna do that. All right, we got our 90 points on the card. I wanted to say as we're walking back here, I looked across the way, the slingshot for 2 people is literally $75. What? All right, the roller coaster is called Looping Star. It's a Pinfari looping roller coaster. We've never done one of these ever in our life. So we're gonna see how it is. I have heard that they can be painful at times, so hopefully this isn't one that's too painful. But we're about to find out as these people are about to draft. All right, we're about to go for a ride on the Looping Star here at Jolly Roger at the Pier. First time ever riding a looping Pinfari coaster. Wish us luck. And we're already at the top with a view of the Atlantic Ocean behind us. The views from up here are gorgeous. We'll see how the ride actually is, but the views are great. So pretty.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Whoa! All right, here comes the loop. Part so far. Oh, that's it. Okay. That one thing after the loop, literally you probably saw the hand, the camera. That was crazy. We just got off of the Looping Star, our first roller coaster that Jolly Roger owns here in Ocean City. What did you think?
It was actually good. And I was surprised by the loop. I was going into this like, oh, the loop is gonna suck. And halfway through, I'm like, oh, the loop's not too bad. And then afterwards.
There's one specific turn right here after the loop. You saw it in the footage. We probably were shifting all around. That one element, not good.
Nope.
The rest of the coaster, really
Actually
fun.
pretty good.
I loved it. Like it was, other than that one little element, it was an enjoyable ride. It was just that one element really threw me for a loop, literally. But yeah, no, I loved the views of the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
absolutely stunning up there. Glad we gave it a ride, but now we have to drive the 3 miles or so over to the other Jolly Roger for their 3 more roller coasters. So we'll see you over there. All right, just a 10-minute drive, and we're here at the Jolly Roger Amusement Park. It's a huge complex. They've got a massive water park over here, and they got like a drop slide and stuff over there. And then coasters and amusement park rides are this way. So we're gonna go check those out. They've got 3 coasters over here, a Wildcat, just like the one that we rode 2 days ago at Adventure Park USA. And then they actually have one of the ones that's really rare that we rode at the Yuma County Fair. I'll have to pull up what the type of coaster that is. But yeah, it's a really rare type that we rode at the Yuma County Fair. And that's back there some. And then they have a Wacky worm. So let's get on their 3 coaster creds here. First up, we're gonna be riding the Wacky worm. And it looks like the employee has to push the train to get it down the ramp out of the station. All right, and we're getting a nice little push from the ride operator back there. We're about to go on the Wacky worm. We totally haven't ridden many of these at all, have we, baby?
Oh gosh, at least a couple dozen.
Yeah, they are very common at fairs. Heck, we had the surprise one on my birthday this trip. Didn't expect to get it, but we did.
Yeah.
We've ridden so many of these dang things. All right, such a big, intense ride. Here we go. Whoa! Little bunny hills. Whoa! All right, here comes the big drop.
Good drop.
Oh yeah. Whoa!
Okay.
You get thrown to the side quite a bit on that, though.
Okay, that was some force.
Yeah. Definitely was not expecting that.
Nope.
All right, lap number 2.
Yeah.
At least now we're prepared to be thrown to the left. Whee!
Time for that force.
Oh yeah. Gonna go to the left now. Whoa! Woohoo! That's it, just a 2-lap special. We just got off the Wacky Worm. You saw that we got a little bit thrown to the left there. A little bit of force, but nothing too crazy. Up next is the Wildcat. Let's go give this a ride. Guys, look, the cars have such a nice new coat of paint and relatively nice padding in it. Hopefully it's a nice ride. All right, off we go on the Wildcat. I was doing some digging in the RCDB database, and this thing actually opened in Cedar Point in 1970. So this is a piece of history right here, even Cedar Point history. All the way in Ocean City, Maryland. Let's see how she's riding. Whoa! Big drop. Whoa! All right, here comes another big drop. Helix time. Time for another helix. And the brakes. The apps are actually running really good.
Yeah.
For being a 1970, yeah, that was great. All right, we just got off of Wildcat, a bit of Cedar Point history, opened there in 1970, but it reopened here in 2015. What do you think?
That was really good. I was expecting it to be a lot more janky with how it looked and the age of it, but it's holding up very well.
They're taking really good care of it. Even the cars have a fresh coat of paint, really nice padding in there. Yeah, great job, Jolly Roger. You're keeping that up to date. And yeah, you're preserving history, and I love it. I never got to ride the original Wildcat because it was removed from Cedar Point before I was even existing. So it's nice to finally get that credit. And there's one more here, and it's actually a Zero Flitzer coaster, just like the one that we rode at the Yuma County Fair vlog. We'll put a link to that up in the corner right there. But yeah, we've only ridden one of these. They're very rare and hard to find, but there's one right here, so let's go give it a ride. It's Barracuda time. Let's go give it a ride. This Barracuda looks awfully like a shark, but hey, at least they're trying. The ride-off was also pointing out the color schemes on this look really cool, so I'm going to show you it as it comes to the station. Oh, we got a purple one. I love purple. Oh man, look at those flames. Oh man, we're gonna ride in style. Let's go. Yeah, I'll grab your Insta when we're off. All right, 3, 2, and 1.
Oh yeah.
Time for Barracuda. Also, it's very angled, baby.
I fixing the other one.
There we go. Our second ever Flitzer coaster. The ride-off is definitely an enthusiast for sure. Let's go. Woo! Oh yeah.
Oh, the pretty lights.
Oh, the dancing party lights. Oh.
Woo!
All right, here comes the drop and the turn.
Woo!
Oh yeah. Here comes the hard brake. Ah, there we go. Oh yeah. You just joined us for our ride on Barracuda, the Zero Flitzer coaster. They're so rare these days. We rode our first one at the Yuma County Fair, and this is our second one. What did you think?
They're fun. They are actually a lot of fun. They've got some force to them. A little tight of a fit if you're two adults just because of how far your legs have to go underneath the front. But other than that, it's a good ride.
Oh yeah, and then the ride-off, his Instagram is king_Barracuda. and he's definitely an enthusiast, and he loves this ride, and he's trying to get them to get all the cars painted to look like Barracudas, or at least one of them. And yeah, you can tell he has a passion for that ride. So yeah, go follow him if you don't know him, go follow him, because he's really nice. He's got like 11,000 followers, so he's doing something right.
Link to his Instagram in the description.
Oh yeah, so that's all 6 roller coasters in Ocean City ridden within the last 2 hours. There is one more roller coaster we're gonna have this vlog. There's a small town called Sharpton, Maryland. It's about a 55-minute drive, and they're doing a volunteer fire department carnival that has a Wacky Worm right now. So we're gonna head over there, hopefully get that Wacky Worm credit, and then we'll be almost done with all of Maryland. So we'll see you over at the Volunteer Fire Department Carnival, or VFD if you're a fan of Lemony Snicket. All right, an hour drive later, and we've arrived at Sharptown, Maryland, where they actually have a volunteer fire department's carnival that operates for 3 weeks only in August. So if you're wanting to come get this Wacky Worm credit, you have to come in August. And they don't announce when they're closing, they just say they're opening it at 7 p.m. nightly, except for Sundays. So yeah, it's definitely not easy to get this credit, but we just got here. There's tons of people here, so we're expecting to be able to go in and ride it. So yeah, we're gonna go take you along for our adventure to get the Wacky Worm roller coaster here at the Sharptown Firemen's Carnival. Let's go inside and check it out. They got some small kids rides. They got this bouncing little worm that looks like super fun. Look at that worm go, bounce around. But the bigger rides are all inside this massive building over here. I see a tilt-a-whirl, a giant racing slide back there, a scrambler, a merry-go-round, and then what we were here for, the Wacky Worm. Oh yeah. And it's going right now. That's what we love to see. Here we go.
We're getting pushed.
You just saw us on the Wacky Worm here at the Sharptown.
Don't know if you heard us.
Yeah, because they were blaring copyright music at the flat ride next door, so we don't know if YouTube's gonna allow us to put that in audio-wise. If not, you heard some copyright-free something that YouTube let us put in instead and saw us dancing around. But what do you think of that?
It definitely is nice. It's a nice family ride, especially adding it in here. I can see why they added it. It's definitely a good kind of rounding up of the rides that they have.
Yeah, so they did add this roller coaster only last year, so this is the second operating season here. And they actually bought it from Trimper Rides that we were just at in Ocean City. So we were at its former home and now we're at its new home, and they're only an hour apart. But yeah, it's a really fun wacky worm. Definitely got some good speed in the back. Definitely enjoyed it. Just wanted to give one note that we found out. We got here at 9 p.m. The carnival started at 7. The ticket booth was already closed when we got here. They don't advertise when they're going to open and close the ticket booths. Their Facebook page and their website are very vague on purpose. And so yeah, just if you're coming here as an enthusiast, you want the credit, get here right when they open.
We were very lucky. We talked to a few volunteers, letting them like, hey, we're here just to ride the Wacky Worm. We saw that the ticket booth was closed. And even they were like, yeah, no, we're surprised that it's closed this early because there's still a lot of families here. But the volunteers were willing to just bring us onto the ride so we could at least get our credit, get our footage, and that way we can be done.
Yeah, no, so huge thank you to the Sharptown Volunteer Fire Department for hooking us up. Even though the ticket booth closed, they let us get on the ride anyway. And if you are gonna come here to ride it, it is a $6 per rider attraction. So you need 2 tickets and they're $3 a pop. So yeah, if you're coming here, get here right when they open, and it's $6 per rider. And yeah, they're only open 3 weeks in August, and that's it. So if you want to come get the credit, you have very small window in the year to come get it. But again, huge thank you for them for letting us do it, even though the ticket booth was closed. But that's gonna wrap up today's craziness of a video, 2 videos technically, because we had Six Flags America earlier, and we were at Ocean City just before this.
Yep.
And man, it's been a crazy long day. I cannot wait to get some rest at the hotel because it's been a long day.
Yes.
But it's been let's be real, it's been a long trip. It's been a very long trip.
There's been a lot of driving, there's been a lot of coasters, there's been a lot of forces. It has been an intense, long, what is it? We're on day 8.
Today was day 18.
18 of this trip. And we were here 2 days before this started. We flew in 2 days before the trip started, so it's been a very long trip.
Yeah, it's been a very long trip. And this is the final video. This is potentially it for this whole entire Northeast Coaster Challenge, we've been calling it. It's been a crazy 18 days. We do have a few more days in the area, but we're not sure we're gonna do anything because Tropical Storm Debbie is coming, and we saw lightning already. It's coming. You can feel it in the air, and the thunderstorms are supposed to start literally in 4 to 5 hours. So we're so lucky that we got ahead of our schedule, because we got roughly 2.5 days ahead. And if it wasn't for that, we would be very bummed in not being able to ride stuff for the last portion of this trip. But I'm so glad we did everything at the speed we did, because it was just meant to be that we're all done with all the itinerary, plus a couple of parks we didn't even plan to go to at Cedar Point and Kings Dominion. So yeah, it's been over 125 different roller coasters, 8 states, Canada, in 2.5 to 3 weeks. It's been absolutely ridiculous, and I want to thank you for watching all these videos. It's been awesome to take you along for the rides that we can take you on, and even the ones that we can't. It's just been so fun to spend time with you guys, our viewers. And today we hit 500 subscribers, so we're still so happy and thankful for every single one of you. You guys mean the world to us, that you guys even care to watch us 2 crazy people that just go everywhere to ride the littlest of kids coasters in the middle of nowhere, Maryland.
Oh yeah.
But we love you guys so much for watching us, and we cannot wait for our next big trip, and that's coming next summer. You'll want to stay tuned for that, because it's, if you think 2.5 to 3 weeks and 120 coasters is crazy, you have another thing coming. Next year is going to be ridiculous. But for now, at least for the end of this trip, I just want to say I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.